I had a couple of chain necklaces. I actually had two. And I made these a while ago. So this one in particular, I've already taken most of it apart. Um, it is, guys, I'm telling you, I'm thinking 12, 15 years. Um, that's how long ago I strung this chain necklace or put this together. And it's one of my favorites because I love copper so much. And it has all of these beautiful beads, these gorgeous pearls in the beige and then the deep copper, these really cool large triangle copper beads, the oblongs. There's just some really cool beads. There's a couple of like little baby rondelle spacers there. These are like plated lava rocks and bronze. These I love. I love, love, love these. I've had these for years. They're just so gorgeous. They're like in this amber, and they're a twisted bead, fully faceted. It's like a twisted pillow bead. And they are just sensational. And basically, obviously, I need to restring it, right? Because my rewind. I need to put this together. And let me show you why. I've taken most of it apart. Got just a few more things to take apart because my chain has now finally had it. Let me pull that way up. Hopefully you can see. It is now just, it's not only that it's turnishing, it is, I have worn this so much. It's so old. It's just done. It's done. And so we're going to tear this rest of this apart. I made a bunch of little simple loops on all my little components, just on some eye pins. And that's what this whole necklace was put together, just exactly like that, right? And so that's what's happening here. Now, so we need to finish taking this one apart. Words. So I grabbed a bunch of scrap Figaro chain that I had already cut up from a previous project. And that's what we're going to use. And we're going to do the same thing. I think I'm going to go around 30 inches, maybe 32 on this one. And we'll cut it up as we go. I'll grab the ruler. And that's what we're getting into. So with that said, let's go ahead and finish just our components. And then we'll see what we need to do. So let me finish taking this guy apart. I think the rest of these are good. And then we will get to putting the rest of the components together and see what we can upcycle here. So kind of a fun upcycling project. Now, thankfully, the chain that I had used is, in fact, open link. It's not soldered, right? So I can open the links up here and get rid of that without, again, losing all of my eye pins and my components that are fine. I just need to put them on a fresh piece of chain. So that is what I am finishing doing here because all the beads are fine. Again, my copper eye pins, totally fine, not tarnished. These are the same as what these are. And I'm not kidding. You guys, I strung this. I put this necklace together. I am telling you, it's at least 12 years. It is so long ago. It is unbelievable to me how long this. So that's good, by the way, because we're still talking about fashion jewelry. That this has even lasted that long. But it's like, okay, it's got to go. Okay, it's time. And I love this, and we're getting into the warm months. I go really heavy on copper in the warmer, or excuse me, cooler months and in the fall. I love my copper, but I'm so happy that my eye pens have stood the test of time, as have most of my beads. So that's pretty cool. So there we go. So that's the rest of that chain, and as you can see, and I'll pull it up for you, it's toast. There's just nothing savable about it. So it's going to go in the trash. Okay, so that part is done. Okay, so now let's go over here and let's go ahead, and I am going to cut one side of each of these eye pins off with my wire, the cutters I use for my wire, and get rid of all these rose gold spacers and see if we can just, even by just removing the spacers, can I stick with the components I have and have enough room for a loop? No. So then that white bead's got to go away, but now I think I have enough room here for a loop. And then I'll just remake a simple loop here, guys. All I'm trying to do on these, as I just mentioned, is was just trying to get rid of all that rose gold. I don't want to take a chance. Some of it is actually already tarnishing, and I don't want to take a chance. So I'm going to make this my little scrap pile over here and just get rid of all that rose gold. Okay, so let's just, I'm going to make just a couple of these with the pearls. I love them so much. I'm going to make a few of these components with the pearls. And then let's get to putting this back together. And this should not be as difficult as it first was, because obviously most of these are these components were already together. So that helps my cause. And then we'll see what we want to put with what. And we probably will not use all of these, but I want to get some dimension in here. So some of these I really like this is one that I really love. I love that little bead. And we've got 2 of those. There's another one. I think I like that one with the bigger bead on, or maybe we'll use all 3. So you guys can design a little with me here too. These pearls are just so beautiful. I love these pearls. I've had them for ages. I got them from the bead show. This was a Long Beach bead show about 10 years ago. And I got them in tons of shapes and sizes and colors. And some of my favorites. I just love them. I think that'll be enough pearls right there, maybe. Or maybe I'll delete that one. We'll put him on another necklace, and maybe we'll put a second one of the big ones on here. And then there's a smaller one with the blue, which I like. I think we'll use that. And then the purple for sure. I want all of these guys in there. This one needs to go in there. And I like this one as well. That one's cool. But maybe we'll reserve him for another project. So let's just get that one put together. And let's see what we have here to... I took the white out that were on the purple one. I think I will eliminate it. And I think what I'll do here in this case is let's take that apart. And I want to use that bead. And I want to use that bead. So let's do that. They're so cool. Love those beads. Okay. So this will be my last component I'm making. So I love nothing better than upcycling a necklace too, guys. It's the best. And I think the mother-son chain is going to look really great. So that's what I have left that I'm not using. Right there. And we'll save that for another project. Now, I just need my cutter. So now we're going to do, what we're going to do is, I'm going to grab my ruler, because I have one of these pieces of chain that are really long that I want to be going around the back of my neck. And then that'll determine how much we start cutting, what we start putting where. So let's go ahead and grab the ruler. So let's lay all of these out here. So we've got these 4. These three match, and then we've got our pearls here. And then we've got these two big guys, and then these are kind of little loners. Oh, I didn't put that on anything. I thought I just did. Did I not? Oh, I did this one. Okay. So we've got 3 pearls. We've got 4 of these. We've got 3 of these, 2 of these, this. Okay, so we have 2, 5, 8, 10, 14. That might be too much. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, so I'm going to grab my ruler, guys. And so I'm wanting to go probably to 30. At least 30. But what goes around my neck, probably, I think it's going to be at the 5. I'm going to put it around, let me put it around me just to be sure. And I guess I'll put the ends together down here. And then we'll cut from there. So I think about the 5 goes around my neck. Let me pick it up and put it around me and double check here, guys. Yes. So that's where we will start our components. So I don't have to connect anything around my neck. I'm going to put it this way. Put my ends of my chain here together that I'll be cutting. And have this up here together. And just have my ruler just to start myself out here. And know that I will go right below the 5. Now this is soldered Figaro chain, so we'll be needing to cut the links here, or maybe it's not. Let me check. No, it is not. Okay, I could have opened it, but not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. I am gonna go with cutting because it's gonna make this go much faster. So now what we're gonna do is just pop open my loops and start adding on in a new pattern. I just want to make sure my loops are closed. And I was wanting to have a little bit of chain, which is why I have these other little scrap pieces. Just a little bit, not much, in between each component. And so that's what we're going to do. So now I'll open that loop and add this chain. So if you've never made a link necklace with components, it's, even though we're just doing an upcycle project here, it's just really easy, guys. It's really something that is just a matter of getting your loops down and making simple loops, putting on some pretty beads and putting it on some chain. And just really, what I love so much about chain link necklaces, I feel, is just about, it's about design and the freedom of design. That's what I love the most about making chain link necklaces, is it's just about your design aesthetic and the freedom of design, the uniqueness of your palette. And then we've got this little guy. So I just thought, like I said, that maybe you guys would like to be a little bit, you know, a little bit of inspiration, paying also a little information forward. Also taking an upcycle necklace situation going on here. Taking some pieces that I love, that are beautiful, that I wear all the time, and just doing a quick little repairs. That is pretty. That is so pretty. I'm thinking I'm wanting him right there. Let's do it. So I have to be careful too, guys, of how much of this chain I'm putting between the components that I want to be included here on my necklace. Obviously, right? Because it would be too long if I'm not mindful. So here I can actually add on something else. So let's do that. let's add on a cool pearl situation. Let's do that. So let me just slide that component right on there. Close that loop up. Make sure that that loop is closed, since that's two components connected there. And I do not want them falling off. Yeah, I'm so surprised, man. I wish I knew wherever I got these head pins, as old as they are, because they are perfectly intact. They're not even brittle and breaking. That's pretty fantastic. Okay, so now I'm wanting to take, so I've got these couple of scraps here, and this is the piece that we cut from the necklace. And I think what I'm going to do right there is I'm going to add another piece of chain. We'll add one more component on this side, and then let's pop over to the other side of the necklace, and I can do what we've just done on this side, and I can have a little perspective of about how long I'm getting at this point. And that looks cool, yeah. Kind of relaxing, to tell you the truth. It's kind of relaxing me. Okay, so we've just about arrived at the other side. Now let's get the ruler involved and see. So I know up here that, yeah, 5 inches pretty much is where we begin the journey at the back of the neck. And then right now, we're pretty much at around 24. Now with that said, something else, guys, if you're not familiar with the chain link, what I normally do at the bottom is I'm mindful of where the bottom is going to drape at the bottom of when I'm wearing it. I always put a piece of chain that's usually at least a 3-inch piece, a 2 to 3 inch piece of chain right here. Because if you put a component like too far down at the bottom, it'll literally lay like weird like that. Like it'd be on an angle. It won't lay like in a half circle like it should. So I'm going to be mindful of that too. So I'm at 24. So actually I think 2 more components. So this guy, I think, he is so cool. He's got to go in here, I think. And I think we've got these 2, so we'll eliminate him. And so I think only 2 more components and a piece of chain is going to land me right where I want to be. 26. Yeah. So as soon as we cut a couple inches of chain right at the bottom here to drape at the bottom, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be right around 30 something. It's just what I wanted. So now what we'll do, guys, is I'll just grab a piece of chain and I'm going to just simply attach it. Attach these bottom components. We don't need the ruler, we're all done with that. And just make it like big enough to where it will drape so that these do not, you know, what I mean is like they're not laying like this at the bottom of the neck. That everything is kind of laying nice. And I think I usually just eyeball it. But just in case you're wanting some measurements, I will give those to you. I'll go grab the ruler again. I think like around like that is going to be good. And let's see what that is. That's about 4 inches, guys. About a 4-inch piece of chain. And voila, we're done. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to hit that to subscribe. Always, please give me your guys' comments, your likes, your feedback. Let's keep that algorithm happy and keep it going. So that is what we've got, guys. So let me pull you up. I think I've got you pretty much in camera. So this whole thing here is going to go around the back of my neck, right? And then this is going to end up laying at the bottom perfectly. So nothing is funky and weird like that. So that's how that's going to lay. So that's what we have. And let me kind of put it on an angle here so you can see. That is what we've got. And then when you see, I'm going to line it up on the bottom here. So you can see that that's how it's going to look when I'm wearing it, which is just really, really cool. So all the beads are pretty much different that are across from each other, but the dimension is there. We have so many textures, shapes, sizes, types of beads on a gorgeous piece of copper chain. Oh, I cannot, that copper and that purple. I hope you guys enjoyed spending a little time with me upcycling my much needed favorite copper chain necklace and getting him back in wearing mode. Thanks guys so much. Until next time, be blessed.